Hey there, YouTubers! I'm here to clean your pipes, ma'am.
Well, good. I'm glad you're here to clean my pipes. What are you going to use?
I'm going to use an enzymatic cleaner, if that's alright.
Isn't there something else you could use that's stronger and more aggressive?
Well, now, I suppose I could use something like sulfuric acid or lye, but that could damage your pipes. Are you okay with that?
That's okay. You can damage my pipes all you want.
What the f***? Hi there, Dr. Sheep here. Welcome back to another chemistry video. So my shower drain is clogged, and I need to find a product that will remove said clog. Wow, that sounds like the opener for a very crappy porno. And I swear the cold opening and this, it's not a porno. We're doing actual chemistry today. There are two products that come to mind that will get the job done. Sulfuric acid and sodium hydroxide. These compounds exist on two opposite ends of a spectrum, the pH spectrum. Sulfuric acid has a very low pH, making it highly acidic. Sodium hydroxide, or lye, is, as it's more commonly known as, is very basic, meaning it has a high pH and is alkaline. The question for today is, why can both chemicals get the job done? Sulfuric acid just makes sense, right? It's an acid. It should be able to eat through anything. I mean, I've seen it eat through sugar, which is an organic molecule, and leave behind nothing but carbon foam. Most clogs were made of organic compounds like hair, because, well, you're an organic compound. These compounds will be broken down by the acid, which will remove the clog. Why not just use sulfuric acid all the time and not lye? Well, it's an acid, and acid likes to eat through lots of things, like your pipes. And it's an acid, and as you were told in high school, acids react violently with water. And pouring something that reacts violently with water into a drain for water maybe isn't the best idea. I mean, at least that's what the textbooks, my teachers, Wikipedia, and the actual chemistry of the molecules tell you. But in practice, when you actually mix them improperly, the solutions just get really warm. Cody's Lab has two great videos demonstrating this. Links with my sources in the description. So is lye the be-all, end-all drain cleaner? No. It's just another option like sulfuric acid. And sodium hydroxide, when in an aqueous solution will react with metallic aluminum to create hydrogen gas. And it does this quite quickly. Hydrogen is very flammable, if not explosive, and I've covered this before in my making soap video. Luckily, plumbing is not made of aluminum because aluminum likes to leach into water very easily. Along with that, you wouldn't be able to use sodium hydroxide to clean your drains because people might just blow themselves up. Either way, it's still a risk to know about when working with this so that you're not mixing your solution of lye and water in an aluminum bowl or with aluminum silverware. However, why does it eat through aluminum and not copper or PVC? Actually, after surfing the internet and looking at plumbing Reddits, it does eat through copper and PVC for the exact reasons it can eat through metallic aluminum. At the end of this video, I am still going to clear my drain using sodium hydroxide. But in the future, I should find ways of not letting it get clogged. And if it still does get clogged in the future, I'm going to use enzymatic cleaners, not sulfuric acid or sodium hydroxide. And you should always use enzymatic cleaners, or hire a professional, or don't let your drains get clogged in the first place. So just remember with all of my videos, do as I say, not as I do, unless it's a day or draw an experiment. In that case, I only say and not do, so it's backwards. It's days like these when I write an equation on the board like this that I wonder if I should have just become a high school chemistry teacher. Anyways, so the reaction with aluminum or copper will look vaguely similar, so I'm just going to stick with aluminum. Lye is an ionic compound, meaning it's made of two ions of opposite charges. Water is a polar molecule, which means one end of the molecule has one charge and the other has a different charge. Actually, both in this case are polar molecules, and as you know, like dissolves like, so polar dissolves polar. This allows the water to break down the ionic compound and then allows the ions to be free floating, because before, water and the ionic compound separate do not conduct electricity. Combine them together and you get an electrolyte, and they can be electrically conductive. However, not all ionic compounds or salts are created equal. Some, when dissolved in water, create an environment for fish to swim in. Others will eat your flesh off. Don't get me wrong though, salt water will still eat through aluminum and eventually copper, just at a much slower rate. These ions want to bond to things, and in the case of lye, they will rip aluminum atoms away from each other to do so. However, to do this, the hydroxide ion has to lose its hydrogen atom and gain an extra oxygen. To do this, it steals it from the water that it's in. This releases a lot of energy in the form of heat, and it could potentially run away. It could generate so much heat that the container that it's in could destroy itself and spill highly basic solution all over your lab and you. I don't know why you're not using heat-sensitive glass when working with this, but that's between you and the glassware. Before we move on, let's bring the high school chemistry teacher in me out here and let's actually look at the equation. So we have to have a double of everything because hydrogen doesn't exist as just H1. It has to exist as H2. It's more stable that way. Otherwise, it would just bond to anything. So when it bonds to itself. With that being the case, we have to then put this 3 out in front of the H2, which then doubles everything in the equation, but then it balances. So that's just a fun little quirk of this equation. So, oh, sorry, this isn't balanced anymore. I sent it to my Snapchat streaks to challenge him this morning. But anyways, a similar process that breaks down aluminum and copper will break down the organic compounds in your clog. So remember, if it can eat through an aluminum chair, it can probably eat through your pubic hair. In all seriousness though, I do recommend that you use enzymatic drain cleaners, or put a hair trap in your drain, which I should probably do after this. But for the sake of my time, my wallet, and this video, I am still going to clean my drain using lye, which we're going to do right now, after this short TikTok. Doing chemistry in my shower drain, cause it's clogged. Doing chemistry in my shower drain, turn the ventilation on. Doing chemistry in my shower drain, put my ventilator on. Doing chemistry in my shower drain because it's clogged. I would put the mustache back on for this part, but something about having paper on my face while handling caustic chemicals doesn't sound like the greatest idea. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that TikTok. I at least want to look the chemistry and plumber aspect of this, so I still have the hat on, but I am wearing somewhat proper safety equipment, safety goggles, gloves, and I do have my respirator. It's not meant for this, but in the event that caustic gases come fuming out. We have that. And also I am going to turn the bathroom vent on in the event we have any other issues. And you're wondering, why am I doing it like this? Because you can clearly see the camera and you can clearly hear my phone going off. It's to emphasize the DIY-ness of the second part of this video. Anyways, the instructions say to open up the lye. Pour 1 heaping, does it say tablespoon or teaspoon? Tablespoon into the drain. Do not make contact with anything else. And then pour 1 cup of hot water down right afterwards. Cover it with a non-aluminum bowl, as we know what aluminum does in contact with this stuff. And then let it sit 15 to 30 minutes. And you may have to do this multiple times. And don't exceed more than 1 heaping tablespoon or else you could damage your pipes. I would use an actual tablespoon measuring thing, but I'm not confident that that is not aluminum or something. I know this spoon is stainless steel, so we should be good to go. Well, I forgot to hit record, but I assure you the lye is in there, and we are going to vacate the premises while it does its thing. I will be back with you in 15 to 30 minutes to test it out. Alright, now we're going to see if my if it worked. It did not. That's okay. As the instructions say, you gotta do this many more times. It said to do, oh no, sorry. It said to do this 1 more time. So I'm gonna start some hot water, and I guess you guys will actually get to see it this time. Well, it didn't work, and I didn't even get to show you me actually pouring the stuff in the drain because I simply forgot to do that. Either way, both tries didn't work, and you're only supposed to do it twice, and then you consult a plumber. I think my issue is the drain isn't fully clogged, or is there something else at play? My next bet is to get an actual enzymatic, because as the instructions say, do not exceed more than 2 uses. Otherwise, you need to consult a plumber. And yeah, and mention that this didn't work. Try enzymatic just because I know that won't damage my drain. So I left the bath running just to see if it would, I don't know, help it or whatever. And I came back to expect a full tub, and instead the tub was empty because my drain unclogged. It's working. This should easily be filling up. But it's not. Before it would fill up this entire tub, but now, if we turn this off, it drains! It actually drains! Oh my god! Okay, never mind, I don't need to buy an enzymatic cleaner. Anyways, that's the end of this video. Usually it's supposed to work. I don't know why mine didn't. I feel defeated. But anyways, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. New videos every other Friday at 11 a.m. Central Time, and good night. Subs for trees. Subs for trees. Subs for trees. Subs for trees. Oh, you're still here? I thought I told you to go home. Oh, you want more? I'm flattered. Check out the playlist. If you want exclusive content, check out my Instagram, Dr_sheep_YouTube. That's all lowercase. If you want to help the earth, subscribe. When I reach 100 subscribers, I'm going to plant 10 trees. If you feel that's too small, then check out my channel chart where I lay out even bigger goals. Finally, stick around for the next 20 seconds to give me that sweet watch time. Bye.